told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds.
I like the outfit for
You
Wolverine.
do.
Dude, Jackman looks jacked,
He
bro.
does look jacked.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, wow. Doctor Strange portal?
Yeah, okay. Almost felt like we just
Wanna do
watched the
some
end of the movie.
cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupter?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, but I can't.
Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the second trailer that drops. Super anticipated film coming out in July, which is actually super close.
Yeah,
For
it's
some
coming
reason, I
up.
thought this was coming out next year. I don't know why I was under the impression.
I know. Well, it's been so long since we've got a Deadpool movie that, yeah, I guess I'm just used to waiting. But yeah, it's coming out in like a couple months, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, so that's gonna be crazy. There's a couple things in this trailer that I noticed, right? That there was like hints in the first trailer about. For example, story-wise, I noticed that we finally see a glimpse of Wolverine, obviously, right? We see him in his glorious yellow kind of comic book accurate suit.
It looks good.
And it begs the question, again, which Wolverine is this? Like,
Yeah.
from what universe?
I don't think we've ever seen this one before, in my opinion. But what do you think?
I'm not sure, because Deadpool's like talking to Wolverine, telling him, hey, listen, like, my universe is about to be destroyed, right? And it seems like you don't even care. So this has to be some kind of variant where they even refer to him as like the Wolverine that like let down his universe. So maybe it's a universe in which we haven't seen from the previous X-Men's. I know for a fact that there's like I don't know if you saw Days of Future Past, right?
Yeah.
That one X-Men movie. I mean, he's got experience in traveling back in time and kind of traversing multiverse.
Yeah, but is this that same Wolverine? My theory was that like, because he had like a picture that he was showing Wolverine, like, hey, you've saved people before, you're a hero. I'm guessing that picture is a different variant Wolverine that Deadpool like thinks he is, and then this one is trying to maybe live up to that. I don't know. I mean, he didn't really seem like he'd have that attitude where he'd try to live up to it. But I don't know. Maybe something changes, but that's just my theory that Deadpool thinks he's a different version of what he is.
So Deadpool's getting it mixed up then.
I think so.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we see Wolverine at a bar. So, again, which Wolverine is Deadpool approaching? I'm not sure.
Yeah, and what stage? Because, like, the last time we saw Wolverine was Logan, and he was a lot older in that. So, like, what time frame is this taking place during? Because if this takes place after Logan, then it would have to be. obviously a different variant than what that one was. But and I think that is going to be a case. It's a different variant, but I wonder if it is because we've only ever seen one variant of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, right? Or
that's a good question. You had the first 3 X-Men's, right? And then you had the Wolverine movie, right? And then you had Days of Future Past, and then you had X-Men First Class. So have they all been the same Wolverine?
I would
and then is
think
Logan
so.
that like I thought Logan was its own kind of universe.
I think Logan is him. I think Logan is just. I think it's still him.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of his like the end of that story.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch them then, because for some reason it's been a while since I've watched them. But yeah, so we see glimpses of Wolverine, and Deadpool refers to him as the X-Man, like you're the X-Man, you're the guy, right? So that's cool. I also noticed that in the first trailer we had a glimpse of this figure, kind of a bald head figure that a lot of people were theorizing was actually Professor X's sister. So in the comic books, Professor X in the womb had a sister. They're like twins. Yeah. But they had like a war within the womb where they were trying to destroy each other, and only one survived, which was Professor X. Okay. So I'm assuming now that
they should make a movie out of that, bro.
That itself, that would low-key be kind of sick, huh? Yeah. Just a war within the womb or something. But so yeah, we finally see like what appears to be Professor X's sister. So maybe in a universe where it's the X-Men, but it's not Professor X. It's his sister who survived. Okay. And she seems evil, maybe. I mean, we didn't really get too much from this trailer, story-wise, like you were mentioning.
Yeah. She does seem like she is on the evil side for sure. But it depends. I don't know what her take is on what they're trying to do. Like, if she has a different perspective. I don't even know what really Deadpool and Wolverine are after exactly in this movie. So, like, I know there is a threat, and it is probably her, but, like, I don't really know what their goal is. Do you have an idea of what they're trying to do?
Well, I mean, kind of staying on the track of where I was last time. Again, he calls himself the Messiah. He gets recruited by the TVA, which is an organization introduced in Loki, and it seems like he's just there to clean up any loose ends and patch up some holes. And that's why he tells Wolverine, hey, you have experience in this, I don't. That's probably why he went to go seek out Wolverine. And then at the end of this trailer, Deadpool name drops Kevin Feige, which is the Marvel guy. Like, he's the guy. So like, they're just making a joke, like, we can't do drugs because they have a list of all the drugs. Like, we can't be doing that even though I want to. So the fact that he mentions Kevin Feige, it's like, is it going to be that much of a fourth wall break to where, like, even Marvel itself is helping Deadpool? Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because Marvel knows that they're on a decline, and they know they haven't been, in the best reputation as of lately. Using Deadpool's logic with fourth wall, they might just introduce themselves in it to try to, like, go that route.
That'd be
how creative would that be?
That would be pretty creative. That'd be pretty interesting. I'd like to see what they do with that. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was gonna ask. Like, I've seen a lot of discussion that, like, just people are like thinking, is this movie Deadpool and Wolverine, is it gonna save Marvel or not? What do you think? Like, do you think Marvel is going to go in a really good direction after this, or do you think this is going to be like a one-time wonder for Marvel in this time of, like, not being so hot, and then it kind of just goes back to its old ways?
I think it would be a disservice for them to create this much hype, which creates a lot of potential for them to just to revert back to how they were, let's say, last year, the year prior. Because, I mean, again, like I said, they've been in a decline, and their popularity has not been very, good, because of all the shows, and stories have been lackluster. I mean, look at the previous movies, like the Thor movie, Love and Thunder, freaking Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, stuff like that. So I think they know the plan, which is basically taking accountability for all the lackluster, mediocre stuff, and they're going to use this movie to take accountability. And I think they're just going to then sweep everything up and say, okay, let's do it how we used to do it back 4, 5, 6 years ago, even before like the Disney Plus shows. Because I'll be honest, a lot of those just
they're not it.
They're not it.
No, yeah.
A lot of them are not it. So I think it would be a disservice for them to create that much potential and hype, and then just freaking revert back to how it was.
I agree, because like there is hype for this. This is kind of like feeling like, the Spider-Man No Way Home kind of hype, and I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home did set something into motion that got me excited for Marvel again.
Yeah.
And then this kind of could do the same thing.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I just hope it's not like a one-hit wonder kind of thing.
It better not be, because
Yeah.
the way they're setting it up, in the first trailer, there was that scene where Deadpool's laying down and we see kind of the shadow of Wolverine. I don't know if you remember that specific scene in the
Yeah.
first trailer. Right next to Deadpool, there is a comic book.
Okay.
And it was a Secret Wars comic book.
Oh,
2015 Secret Wars comic book. Pretty much putting it in our face like, hey, this is leading to Secret Wars.
Cool. Okay.
So that's going to be the next few Avengers.
Okay.
So it's literally leading up to that. So to answer the question of where this is going, I think Deadpool's going to mess up so bad to the point where it creates this freaking fusion of timelines where you have all the different heroes, you have all the different villains coming into one thing. And then the universe is just going to freaking explode or something. Like in Secret Wars, it's going to be a brand new beginning. I guarantee you, Marvel's going to reboot Marvel.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
What's your theory with like Wolverine? Like, do you think he's going to continue after this movie or no?
Will Wolverine continue it? So not Logan, sorry, dumb. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Do you think he'll continue to play Wolverine after this? Or I mean, this is getting into theories of how this movie is going to end, I guess, basically. But I don't know that. Like, I see them setting up like a Deadpool, like Wolverine, like buddy kind of thing to like lead us through this new like Marvel kind of phase.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing a whole different thing that I'm totally like.
Yeah. My theory. So I mean, Hugh Jackman has stated in the past, I don't want to be Wolverine after Logan anymore, unless Marvel approaches me to be part of the MCU. So now that he is in the MCU, I think he's going to do whatever it takes to lead to that new kind of reboot of Marvel. Because again, my theory is they're just going to reboot the whole thing. They're going to do the story where the whole universe collapses and it's a brand new universe. So
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, me neither, bro. If we could see like all the original characters. I mean, different stories, sure, but like Iron Man, Captain America, all like, but brand new rebooted.
Yeah.
And they can just do it over.
Yeah, it'd just be exciting to see it, kind of like just a new take on what we've seen already.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like we get reboots and we kind of like, I guess we kind of complain about reboots and stuff like that. But like, if you can tell, because there's so many stories when it comes to these superheroes. So
Dude,
if you can,
so many.
Yeah. So if you can tell some of those other stories with like different villains and just like cooler takes on different things, like, yeah, it'd be cool to see that kind of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of hope they do something like that.
Great point. And speaking of, Wolverine and Hugh Jackman, he's older, but he's still jacked. Like he's ripped. He's looking good for this role.
He looks good.
Maybe the best he's looked for any freaking Wolverine.
Dude, he looks younger than he did in Logan.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Like I mean, they made him look older in that,
sure.
but like, yeah, he looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, for him as the actor, like it doesn't look like he aged very much.
Yeah. He could do it again.
Dude, he's probably got like 10 more years of doing.
He could do another round of.
Oh
Wolverine.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. July, right? I don't know if they're gonna tease anything else, or maybe this will be the last trailer. Because they already did 2 trailers plus like a teaser. I don't know how much they...
I feel like we'll get one more that maybe gives a little bit more to who like the villain is, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I feel like that might be it, though. I don't think we'll get much more than that.
Yeah. Because in terms of like actual threat, my theory is it'll be Professor X's sister.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
they
like,
didn't show her a whole lot.
Not too much, but they showed her using telekinesis on Wolverine. And speaking of the action, I want to get into that, dude. This is going to be action-packed.
Yeah.
And it's going to be gory and bloody. Like, there's that scene of Deadpool shooting his guns into the sides of Hugh Jackman.
Gets his claws right to the
exactly.
crotch, bro.
So I'm excited for the fighting choreography in this movie.
Yeah, I already saw that there was like a nod to the original Spider-Man in there. Like, it had the exact same fight scene as like I think it was the lunch scene in the original Tobey Maguire.
Oh, okay.
There's like a nod to that in the choreography already. So I think they've thought about it for sure. So,
okay, sick. Yeah, no, that's good. What would you say you're most excited about?
I'm most excited just for like Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman banter. Honestly, I think they're gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude. I think they make a great duo. I also do want to see eventually in the future like a Spider-Man and Deadpool kind of collab.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That'd be super witty. But I mean, the fact that we have this now, this kind of duo, I think is gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree.